My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. I'm going with the Awoken, Hellhaunt is the second, we'll have Covenant 1 on. Devours my spells. That's okay, these have Consume. If I remove Consume from them, you can't devour them. I can try and make this a Spikes build. I mean, Cycle of Life, that... Consuming would work really well in this. Spikes. Got it. Your Pyre gets 40 extra health. Swapping enemies in a Spikes build doesn't matter that much. Because the backliner enemies that you usually want to expose so that you can then attack them, well, they die to the Spikes. Spell Shield is completely fine for us here. Excuse me, had to mute for a second there to sneeze. Set up a trained steward on this floor. So, yes. So if I get 2 trained stewards next turn, I can kill the one on the top. No. That's fine. That happens. Both of my other trained stewards are on the bottom of the deck. They're exactly what I needed. These spells, even if I could have cast all of them, like, only 2 damage is being negated, so the Ancient Hate didn't actually prevent me from killing any of these units. And thankfully, this one dies before the end of the fight. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. So the one at the top doesn't manage to get from the 3rd line to the Pyre, so it doesn't even hit me. And Snare is really good. Keep a enemy next to your spikes for longer so you can kill it. March of Shields is a way to defend your spike units. But especially with Cycle of Life, what I'm really going to be looking to do is constantly buff it and give it regen and stuff like that. I'm okay with these. So because I have some non-base spells in this deck that I really want to upgrade, I gotta go for Forge My Spells, Remove Consume. Give it Permafrost. I wanted Remove Consume or I wanted lower cost for the Cycle of Life. I got neither. Yeah, this is kind of an empty shot for us, unfortunately. Alpha Friend can actually sit behind my Sentient and start dealing damage. I'm happy to have that. Dupe any card except my champion. See, if this had good upgrades, like double cost reduction for Cycle of Life, and then I went here, I could dupe it, it would be incredible. But instead, this is absolutely devoid of anything I want. I mean, I could double Magic Power, upgrade a Hornbreak, and then dupe that in the next area. Is that a good idea? No, I probably actually want to go to forge my units to gain new powers in order to get a upgrade to the Alpha Fiend. Friend, sorry. Keep missaying the name. Enemies enter with armor 6. That's completely fine. The backline units will still die to my thorns. And the big tanky units will go to the top of the pyre and deal no damage to me. Hornbreak each of you, saving myself some HP. Great. Get him! Got him. Take my unit banner happily. Shard Channeler. Spikes on friendly units deal +2 damage per stack is incredible. So is Wildwood Sap, but Shard Channeler is the damage that we desperately need. Don't want any of those. Pulsing Sapwood. Do I need that? I have a lot of, like, the only big energy cost in this deck that cycles through is Cycle of Life. Alpha Fiend obviously is only paid once. I think I need that. Would I dupe a Shard Channeler? Yeah, I think I would. Let's see what this is. Red Hell Vent, shock me, blow me away. Uh-oh. Hef the blacksmith huddles near the train. She's clearly accustomed to the cold. So it's Rail Spike and Spikedriver Colony. I mean, Spikedriver Colony and put those on the top floors. It'll just have a bunch of units there. Sure. I'm gonna need to upgrade those really soon, though. I don't have the opportunity to upgrade them there, so it's 2 spaces away until I actually can start upgrading them. Oof, that's rough. But as long as I can keep my frontliner alive, as in the sentient, this should be completely fine. And I'll set up on the top floor. I honestly don't really need to play the Alpha Fiend in this fight. Ah, yes I do. I still need to remove their initial shield. Otherwise, they just get to the top floor. That's a mistake. I will take 2 damage here in order to buff you, though. So I'll try and use my spells to just preemptively remove all of these shields. Yeah, 105 damage is dealt back. It's pretty good. This will actually be able to take out 140. You know, the most scary unit in the game, 140. You know what I mean. 140. The Gilded Wing. 7 damage, 140 health in Covenant 1. It's very powerful. We've got this. I can probably just end turn. Got him. Good shot, channelers. Okay. Extra space on the floor. Not really. I mean, if I had extra space on the floor, it'd still be sentient, shard channeler can't fit the Alpha Fiend. That'd be 7. Additional unit every turn. Sorry, additional draw every turn. Actually, additional space is good for the Spikedriver Colony, but only in 2 spaces time am I even going to start making the Spikedriver Colony good. Let's go for the additional card. Awoken Rail Spike. Draw X. Enhance all cards drawn this way with -2 in cost. I just like that in general. I added to decks that it doesn't necessarily fit in. Don't need any of those, though. because it's still just like a good utility in those decks. I can dupe another Shard Channeler. And remove 2 cards that aren't Shard Channelers. Yeah, forging spells is pretty important for the removal of consumption. Holdover and -1 to its cost. That's actually really good. Let's go holdover on you, -1 cost on you. So every round we're giving it 10 health and enhancing it for... Sorry, we're giving it 3 spikes and enhancing it for 10 health. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. So this thing has 85 health. As long as I have 2 of my Shard Channelers out, I can actually put up walls against that effectively. Yeah, I'm going to throw the Alpha Friend away on the bottom floor there. Really? I drew 2 0 costs? I'm in snare to keep you on the bottom floor, I guess. I'm not playing the Spikedriver Colonies because if I trigger their Extinguish, which triggers on death, it adds another copy of that card to my deck, and at the moment it's only a 1/2. Yes, when I get 4 copies of that card in my deck, Hef will come back and say, hey, well done, you did a thing. All of them now have plus 20 attack damage. But what I really want to do is give this like some buffs at the area where you buff your minions. I can't remember the name of it yet. Those things will come to me later. But if I give those the buffs, then the extinguished copies that go into the deck will also have those buffs. Whereas if I extinguish first, I'll have a second copy that's not buffed. You get the final Shard Channeler this turn. Yeah. I still don't want all of them coming onto this floor at the same time. Great. One of the other reasons I really wanted to take Heaven's Seal here is because... One sec. Is because there are so many relics that are really important to a Spikes run. So every opportunity to get a relic is a really good opportunity for me, frankly. Thanks. Ashes of the Fallen. Summon abilities trigger twice. We're probably not going to take any summon abilities. I'm going to take the money. I know. Spreading Spores, definitely. Devour Spells, yeah, definitely. It's fine. Imp in the box. That would actually be really good with the previous. That's fine. Just going to skip that. All right. Spells upgrade. No, this is artifacts. Okay, minion upgrade. We'll go to the minion upgrade for Spikedriver Colony. Give it multi-strike, that's huge. Give it +6 attack. I mean, I'm gonna start making more copies of it in the deck, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna give it the 6 damage there. Okay, let's start getting some other cards out of the deck now as well. These Train Stewards are never really gonna get played at this rate. Now, what's in the next area? Artifact shop, as well as an artifact on the same side. I have to go to that. They can have spell shields all they like. Doesn't matter a lick to me. I actually can't kill that collector. Ugh. Rough. Dang. If only I drew the Hornbreak there, it would have been enough. So if I kill one, then the other ones already get buffed anyway, and it's the same as just letting that one attack me. Right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 versus killing one and then it's 3, 5, 7, 9. I still take it all. If I Hornbreak 2 of them, then I save myself 4 HP. Yeah, Hornbreak actually is really inefficient here. I don't really want to be killing any of them. Save myself 1 HP, I guess. Good thing I have that holdover buff. Woo. Also, this is going to be a really good fight to get Spikedriver Colony buffed in. And by buffed, I mean as many copies of it in the deck as I can. So now I have 3? Yeah, 3. If all went correct, 3. Okay. That'll have my 4th copy. All right. That worked out pretty well, I think. No need for any of those, nor any of those, I don't think. All right. So Hef has come back, and we'll say, what'd I say, huh? Old man still got it? Looks like that thing multiplied more than a morsel in an empty mine. Now, here, just as I promised, improved Spikedriver. Upgrade all copies of Spikedriver Colony with plus 20 attack. And that gives them a 3rd gem. So now they're doing 54 damage each. They still only have 2 health though, so a sweep unit kills them and spikes kill them as well, so it's still a little dangerous. I don't have any regen. And regen, no, regen, there's Devour spell, so regen isn't a problem. It's really annoying. Cycle of Life is very good for the early fights, but I'm not going to be able to play it multiple times in the final fight. Spikedriver Colonies are basically going to have to carry me through the final fight. It's desperately necessary. Friendly units enter with armor 5. That's fine. And it'll keep the Spikedriver Colonies around for a little longer. Whoa, this is pretty good. Throw a card in and get a random rare card. I'll do that. Let's throw away a torch and get a random rare awoken card, just in case we happen to get Bramble Lash. Channel Song. Draw a unit, enhance it with +10/+10 and 0 cost. Now, I think someone in my chat in one of the streams mentioned that the Spikedriver Colony doesn't keep the buffs that you enhance onto it, which makes sense. but is important to know. 50% chance to remove all buff effects from an enemy when it enters your train. Yeah, I'll take that. That's still just really good. Fel and her allies will add Scourge cards to your deck. That could be a little bit of annoyance. Alright, guess I'm playing it out. Now, Spikedriver colonies are only one size. So I can put 5 of them on the same floor. I should have put them on the bottom floor. I forgot that they come in with 5 armor, so they actually would have protected themselves there. It's my bad. I do want some of them to die as well, actually, so that I get more copies in the deck. Gonna have to play those out. I can't just have a bunch of Scourge cards in the deck, otherwise I will just die later. Just instantly. It's not gonna be good. I'm leaving the low HP one in front because I do want them to die. If I set up on the bottom floor, I would have saved myself a decent amount of HP in this fight. Please kill some of my Spikedrivers. I'm desperately begging you to. Yeah, draw one. No, that's not what I wanted. Sack that on the bottom floor because I do want the alpha friend to... Well, I do want the Seraph to get onto the next floor and start killing my bugs. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, as long as I live through the fight... Yeah, I do. I do. Not only do I, but also quite easily. Phew! Okay, extra capacity is now really good for us, actually. Or is it extra draw still? It's extra draw still. I just want to get back to them more commonly. Don't need any of those. Not the Awoken Rail Spike anymore because of the amount of zero cost that I have in the deck. Kind of do want to go for the artifacts, TBH, and then next floor go for forging my spells. I'm gonna do it. Grant +1 stack of spikes every time it's applied, as well as when you play third card in a turn, draw 3. That is only the third card in a turn, not every 3 cards you play. And friendly ends with Rage 3. That's all of those are really good for us, actually. Grant +4 for stacks of armor each time it's applied. That's really good because they enter with 5 armor, so it just gives them 4 more. Alright, we got ridiculously more powerful that turn. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. That's fine. Not gonna matter. They're gonna have to be ridiculously powerful for me to matter, for me to care about that. And if you kill them, I'll just get more. Got him. Let's get that out of the deck. Get another one, sure. I don't need to play that one down. I'll play it on the top floor here, actually. Yeah, I think this will do. That's not the unit I wanted to put that on. That's okay, though. Thankfully, it really doesn't matter. So this is why I wanted to buff them first. One thing they have a hard time against is bosses, but you know what doesn't have a hard time against bosses? That's right, my top line. Thank heck we have time for a brief respite here. I was overwhelmed. We're gonna have a lot of them in the deck by the end of this run, by the way, like a very dumb amount of them. That's okay. I still get my spike unit in the first turn. Got him. Ooh, conserve energy between turns. Not necessary at all. I love it. Awake, apply regen. That will just get consumed anyway. I'll take another spikes of cycle of life to try and deal with the final boss's effect. Do you have any card except for my champion? No, it's got to be forge my spells to gain new powers and try and double reduce the cost of spreading. I can reduce the cost of spreading once. That's good enough. Okay. Let's have a look at the Hell Vent first. This is the last area. I'll give you money. First time a friendly unit is healed each turn, draw one. Doesn't happen that often, because we don't put regen in this deck. Thanks. And artifacts. Whenever a card with consume is played, restore 5 pyre health. I mean, all of our spells have consume in this final fight, but at the same rate, and I guess spreading spores means they will all the spreading spores will always have consume. Sorry. Yeah, I'll take that. 40 spikes, and remove another card from the deck. right, let's get one of these Spikedriver colonies out of here. It'll make a big difference. Just an absolutely huge difference. I don't know if they're ever going to make it to my second floor at this rate. Consume to get that out. And then... should I pop that up on the next floor? No. I'll pop on the next floor the channel songed one. Because eventually I will channel song one of them. Spreading spores. Channel song 1, that'll go on the top line. Behind all the units. And then, yeah, that's pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this run. As soon as I saw this unit, I knew that I had to do something like this. As soon as I saw it. Oh, the Awoken Rail Spike actually did end up reducing the cost of it. It reduced the cost of a spreading spores. That's so good. I thought it was going to reduce the cost of these, but it looks like when I played it as the third card, I immediately triggered the Sigiled Steel, and then after that, the Awoken Rail Spike went off. That's good to know. That's good to know the order in which those triggers. I didn't like how it triggered, but it's good to know that it didn't trigger like that's, you know, for the future. This absolutely couldn't have gone better. This is exactly what I needed to complement the spikes. This is exactly what we needed. And we're just restoring health to our pyre the entire time we're doing this, by the way, as well. It's already on 140, but we're restoring health if we needed to. Oof. You're actually starting to ascend. Oh no. I'm probably doomed. Right? Just completely screwed now. Oh no. Or maybe not. Yeah. All right. I like that card. What's his name again? I have 66 cards in the deck. Oh my god. Spikedriver colony. Works perfect. With just a little something to back it up as well. Just a little something. A little something, something. We got the golden frames for 8 different cards in the game. I'll pull up the run summary here and say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. That has been a ridiculously fun run with 45 Spikedriver colonies. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.